All right, welcome back. We have 355 stories on realcopstoriesvideos.com. They run from 4 to 8 minutes, depending on each of the stories. Enjoy them all; they're fun. They cover everything you can think of. Cover all kinds of job things that I did, and all kinds of things funny, sad, really sad, and all that. It's really funny too. But we've changed gears now. I'm gonna answer your questions. You call in or email in, and to get a question to me, go and email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. I'll answer them either on tape or I can type back if you really want me to do. So here's one of the questions that came in.
Did you ever work with federal agencies?
Okay, yes we have. Yes we did. Don't do it too much because a lot of these agencies are a little, you know, I gotta remember some of the agencies, I think they're pretty hot. You know, the FBI thinks they're hot because they're all college degrees. Yeah. We found they are good at keeping stats, they're good at keeping binders, bad at enforcement. Very good at after the fact. In fact, up until, this is 40-some years ago, even as late as early as a month ago, with shootings, they come out afterwards and say, oh, we found this and this and this. So what? So what? That the guy blew a bunch of people away and you find out later on that he's a Nazi or he's a Islam or whatever? It's nice to know stuff, but you didn't stop it. Okay? I'm sorry, that's the way local law enforcement thinks. They're trying to stop crime and they're reporting it afterwards. They have binders and binders about background and who he knows and flow charts and who gives a crap? It didn't stop anything. It's nice to know, but big deal. And all these nudniks on TV after it's over, oh yeah, I should own this, should own that, should own this. That's a bunch of crap. Okay, stop it. Anyway, I'm getting off a side note here. So we had a case. I just got my earthquake here. We just had a case where one of our undercover officers was meeting a high-powered or high-connected cocaine dealer, and we needed some logistical help because the guy wanted to meet in Vegas, and our undercover officer was going to pose as a money man, a high roller. So we were going to meet him in Vegas. So we got approval. We called the FBI. They wanted it because they were on this guy too. Okay, so we got together for a joint investigation. So they had our guy bring in an FBI guy as his bodyguard, and we're going to meet at a fight at the MGM Grand Hotel. Okay, so we're going to cover them. They're going to have 4 or 5 guys. Everybody, you can imagine the amount of people in this casino. We had like at least 8 of us to cover our undercover, and about 10 of theirs guys to cover their undercover, and we're all moving around this casino undercover, watching them walk from table to table, gambling, and you know they had a couple of escorts provided by the casino, you know, and all that. Okay, it's pretty funny. So here we go. The meet was done at a fight, and I don't remember whose fight it was. And then we're watching them during the fight. Some of us got credentials, so we're walking around like we're security. But our concern was to watch him. We figured that this crook probably had people watching him. So you can imagine, you know, two guys talking, 16 guys walking around watching, and who knows how many guys are with this crook watching RUC. A lot of people go, so you couldn't even hint that you'd be at a machine, you know, you'd be over here talking, you'd be reading the paper, and the whole time all our eyes are on our undercover officer. Not necessarily the FBI guy, he's got his own people. And we felt pretty sure that nothing's going to happen in the casinos. If it was going to happen, it's going to happen like in a parking lot or in a hallway or something like that. You don't see too many things like this happening in the casino floor because the crooks know there's all kinds of cameras. They know there's security everywhere. We just want to make sure it was okay. So here's your tax dollars at work. They gave our UC $5,000 to gamble with, okay, and they were at the blackjack table, $100 minimum blackjack table, and I'm watching him play, and you know he's betting $300, $500. I mean he's buying drinks for everybody at the table. I mean, you know, this is a high rolling operation here, and so is the other guy, the FBI guy. So you know, it's okay. Well, for the FBI, to them, it's no big deal to spend this kind of money because they got money like crazy. For us, it's a big deal because we don't have a lot of money. Okay, so we use them for that reason to get some cash to do this. You know, because I know if our lieutenant, who's kind of an hole, had heard that our guy spent $5,000 on blackjack, I swear to God, his head would explode. It would literally explode. We had to write these chits, you know, explaining what happened, the dates, everything, and how much was spent, why was it spent, and then submit it up the chain of command. Well, his head would explode. I know our captain would go, what? You know, because they want results. Again, we're not here to make binders. We're here to get results. And if this is going to result in a multi-kilo arrest, yeah, but even then, $5,000, they'll go crazy. I know they will. I worked undercover. We gave a check for like $500, and I thought they were going to I don't know, I thought they committed suicide. It was unbelievable. Okay. But okay, fine. They're bean counters. That's what they do. Okay. So he's out there gambling. All right. So we're watching. So it went fine. He was there a couple of hours. They gambled. They exchanged drinks. Blah, blah, blah. They exchanged hands. They shook hands. The business cards were given back and forth. Everything's phony for our part. And everybody split up. Okay, so the FBI followed that crook. They followed their undercover officer the other way. We followed our guy away to make sure everybody's safe. He got his undercover car, drove off our guy, and we followed him with undercover cars. And then we all met at a predetermined location to make sure everybody's okay, everybody's fine. Okay, so we get there. There must have been 60 cops there, okay, to debrief this thing. Went good, went well. I mean, it really went well for multiple agency working this. You know, FBI, city. I mean, it worked really well. Nobody got hurt, and it's going to look like it would show results later. Okay, so so I was a first level supervisor then, and this was one of my guys. The undercover officer was one of my subordinates. So we're standing there, and he's got this weird look on his face. They're talking about this and that. And he's looking like this, and you know, and then. I'm next to him because I'm a supervisor. So then the FBI supervisor says, talking with the other undercover officer, he says, "Hey, you got any money left? You know, we can put it back in." And I go, "Yeah, I got a couple thousand left." And my guy says, "Oh, I got the whole amount left." "Oh, okay." So he gives the 5,000 back, and that was great. "Oh yeah, I won," or whatever. Fine. So as he's giving the 5,000 back, he's looking at me, give me a kind of a funny look, and I'm thinking, "Well, what's going on here?" So, and I looked at him, I kind of nodded, like, "Okay." And then because we had a little, you know, we worked together a while. So everybody said, "See you later, good job," and everybody parted their ways. So our little squad's down there, and "We'll see you later." Everybody's gonna go to their rooms, gonna spend the night and go home. So he goes, "What's the matter?" He goes, "I don't know what to do." I said, "About what?" And he goes like this, reaches in his pocket, pulls out a wad of hundreds. Well, he won $3,000. Okay. And I looked down and go, "How much is it?" He goes, "It's about $3,000. I go, "Where'd you get it?" He goes, "Well, I won it." "Oh, you did?" "Oh, what do I do with it? I give it back to the feds?" I look around. "What money?" "I don't know what you're talking about." He looks at me like, "Yes, just go buy your kids some clothes and, you know, take your wife out to dinner and, you know." He goes, "Really? Really? You didn't win anything." I said, "You see the other guy over there? He lost a couple thou, right? So, this is Vegas. You didn't. It'd be different if you were going to tell them, 'I lost 5,000. And you put that 5,000 in your pocket." No, that's unethical as hell. Okay, but this is, everything's legit. The money went back, and sure, you probably should have said, "Oh, by the way, I want 3,000. Give it back to them, and they could put it back in wherever they put it." But maybe we should have. Maybe we shouldn't have. I have no idea. But to this day, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Okay, so I'm going to go on with another one, and hopefully it won't be as long. And continue to answer the question. Oh, no, maybe I should stop. Yeah, that's why I'll stop. Remember, this isn't NBC Studios here, guys. We're just doing it in my dining room. Okay, so we're going to come back with part 2 of this, working with federal agencies, okay? Hope you enjoy. We'll see you in a little while. Bye-bye.